Am I the a-hole for kicking out my bridesmaid for not fitting in the dress I wanted?
Not gonna lie, off rip, you sound like the a-hole.
Yeah. It sounds like you're trying to pack a sausage into a sausage wrap. There's too much. There's too much sausage in my sausage wrap.
Oh, man.
Might as well get rid of the whole sausage. Well, that's a perfectly good sausage that you could gobble right up, sir.
Ma'am. I know everyone is just going to love that analogy.
Analogies.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I had to post it anyway. By the way, on a throwaway, because if you're gonna get hate, might as well get hate anonymously.
Yep.
So I am getting married soon. 28 female. Perfect time to get married, I guess. Before 30.
That's true. Lock it in.
Lock it in. Get that bag.
Yeah.
And one of the most exciting parts of the wedding for me are the bridesmaids and the dresses. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I don't consider myself to be bridezilla, but on my special day, I want everything to be as perfect and well coordinated as it possibly could be.
Sounds a little bridezilla-ish.
I love bridezilla. I didn't even know bridezilla was a term.
It's a show. It's a whole show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Is that is it just like crazy brides?
Crazy brides, dude. Crazy.
Crazy be crazy be crazy, no matter what the situation. But I feel like being being the bride enables you to be crazier. It's like, I get a pass because
people are going to let you do it because it's like, all right, it's their special day once in a lifetime, hopefully.
Yeah, so you just let them be as crazy as possible.
Yeah.
That and pregnancy, I feel like too.
Pregnancy.
It's like I get out of jail free card.
Well, I would say if you're screaming at a shop owner that they're a piece of human garbage, maybe little bit.
I'm pregnant.
Maybe the pregnancy. That's like putting ice cream on a meatball sub. Like that's the pass that people I feel like give. With
I feel like that sounds good.
It honestly could be.
Okay. So about a week ago, I decided to invite my bridesmaids over so we could discuss dresses and stuff. Let's call the bridesmaid I had the issue with Joy. Because that's the exact opposite of what she was.
Oh!
Mic drop. Before they came over, I already had a nice dress in mind. The dress was burgundy, form-fitting, cut a little bit above the knees, and had one shoulder strap because, 2 is not sexy enough.
We keep it classy.
I thought it was gorgeous and very feminine for women our age. But Joy and a couple of the other girls weren't exactly comfortable, mostly because it was form-fitting. So I let it slide. I really wanted a dress that all the bridesmaids would love and feel comfortable in, but they had to be the same. Right? Because you want it to be...
That's the uniform, baby.
That's a uniform.
Bridesmaid
It looks good. Yeah. So the next dress was still burgundy, but it touched the floor, no slit, and it had spaghetti straps. 2 of them, to be exact. Everybody loved the dress, except for Joy.
Joy!
No Joy. Who claimed that she didn't want to wear the dress because she's insecure about her shoulders. Be secure about your shoulders.
Okay.
Shoulders are great, bro. We love your shoulders.
We're getting into potentially not a-hole territory. We're getting closer.
Yeah, she seems to be
We'll see on what happens next.
Anyway, fair enough. Shoulders fine. At this point, I knew that Joy was going to be difficult to work with, but I kept going because again, I wanted to be accommodating. I'm no bridezilla. I think we went for 5 or 6 dresses before the last one. The dresses I showed the bridesmaids were modest in my opinion, and little things were what. And there was just these little things that made Joy not want to wear them. The complaints she always had were something like, I don't like how the dress shows the shoes, then my toes would be out, or my hair isn't long enough to complement those sleeves. Yes, these are 100% serious comments made by Joy. Can you imagine?
My toes are exposed? Wear closed-toed shoes. I don't know.
Bro, come on. So the last dress I showed them was a floor-length burgundy dress, loose, had beautiful long sleeves, and the only thing that was keeping it from not being a burgundy maxi dress with long sleeves, which I don't know what is that? Burgundy maxi dress. What's a maxi
I guess
dress?
it's just like a sleeveless kind of like it looks like a sleeveless like black tie.
Okay,
dress,
just
dress.
put a freaking picture in there. Was the only thing that stopped it from being a burgundy maxi dress with long sleeves was the fact that there was a slit that came up below the knee. It honestly was my least favorite dress out of the ones I chose, but I wanted to try to be accommodating because I'm no bridezilla.
Okay, so she literally presented her least favorite as the option to appease Joy. That's pretty reasonable.
Pretty reasonable. But, again, everyone seemed to agree with the dress, except for, can you guess who it is?
Bob!
No, Joy! Who claimed the slit was a little bit too provocative for her taste. Joy sounds like a prude, bro.
Yeah, it's just like, I just need a tube of clothing. Just
Just
surrounding
wrap
all
her in a
perimeters.
burgundy. But wrap her in like a you know those bomb suits that they go to defuse bombs.
Oh, right, kind of like a hazmat.
Yeah.
Like, kind of.
Yeah. Wrap her in a burgundy
There we
hazmat
go.
suit.
Now, that kind of sounds kind of fire. Burgundy hazmat suit.
Oh. After this, I was a little frustrated, so I said we'd try looking for dresses again another time. While the girls were leaving, I pulled Joy aside and explained that I don't think she'd be a good fit for my bridal party because this aspect of the wedding meant a lot to me and her demands were a little too nitpicky.
Laying down the law.
Yeah. But I still wanted her to be part of the wedding.
Okay.
She got upset and said I was excluding her because of her insecurities. I said I already tried to accommodate her by showing many different style dresses, but she didn't want to hear it and left me in the dust. So, am I the a-hole?
I think thus far she is not.
Yeah, I think thus far not the a-hole. I mean, like, if you're gonna be that difficult, it's the bride's.
Yeah, it's the bride's
day.
wedding, so it's like I would understand if she had said it like, "Oh, I'm not comfortable with this," and she was like, "No, you're done. Like, get out." Like, okay, that would have been reasonable. But it's like 6 dresses
Six
in.
dresses.
That's
Yeah.
too much. And she really tried. She gave you her least favorite dress as the option.
Yeah. But there's an update. I decided to call Joy and invite her over to talk. Luckily, she said yes. By the way, before this, she didn't say she didn't want to be at my wedding, so she was still planning on coming as a guest.
Okay.
And I apologized for kicking her out with no warning, but I laid out my frustrations. She apologized for being really picky about the dress and realized that the attention wasn't going to be on her, and it wasn't her day. Just so it's true.
Who'd have thunk?
So it wasn't really appropriate for her to get upset about fine details on her dress. She also revealed to me that this was going to be her first time being a bridesmaid. She doesn't usually wear dresses. She's more of a leggings and sweatshirt type of girl. I took some of your guys' advice and asked Joy to show me a couple of dresses online she would be comfortable with. Didn't matter what color. I just wanted to see her style. And she searched for 10 minutes and couldn't find one that she loved. She kind of looked bummed and a little apologetic, so I came up with a plan. The official dress shopping day for the bridesmaids was the next day, and I invited Joy to come with us to get a feel for the dresses to see if she would be comfortable with, and she agreed. So the next day, my girls and I met up at the dress place, tried on a couple dresses, and Joy didn't like any of them, even though the other bridesmaids did. But finally, we tried on the 4th dress, which was the one. The girls fell in love with it, and I looked at Joy, and she was staring at herself in the mirror, but she had the biggest smile on her face.
Oh.
I came up and told her again I didn't mind if she wore a shawl or cover up for some of the moments, and she nodded and smiled again. Actually, one of my bridesmaids, who didn't really know about the situation, came up to Joy and said how gorgeous she looked in the dress. I'm not going to lie, I shed a couple of tears because they all looked so beautiful. So we found a dress that was matching and all the girls were happy with. Joy is back in the bridal party. Joy is back in the bridal party. Hope this was a happy ending that everyone enjoyed. Now, for me, I have to go to plan other parts of my wedding with my fiance.
Wow, dude, what a beautiful, wholesome way to end the situation. And they actually used communication. No one lit anything on fire.
Yeah,
or,
see, this
blew
is
anything up.
this is the Reddit story resolution that the people don't want. They want fire and destruction.
We need chaos.
Yeah, they want Bridezilla to be unleashed. Here, this is freaking good happy endings.
Right at the moment they found the dress and everyone's crying, a Karen comes in and just punches everyone in the face.
See, that's what the people want.
And then the cops come
They don't
in.
want happy endings. They don't know what to do with it. They don't know what to do with a happy ending if they hit it in the face.
Man, rough.
Rough.
Am I the a-hole for not bathing my friend's autistic child?
I don't know. Is the role of bathing on the friend?
The friend must bathe the autistic child.
Oh yeah, that's Romans 12:3, right?
Yeah. Oh, there is an answer for that. We have scripture.
Yes, scripture.
So I, female 35, agreed to watch my friend, female 34, child, male 35.
That's
Say that 5 times fast.
That's a lot of freaking sexes and ages.
We made it. Planned to watch him overnight when her dad had a medical emergency. Now, she expected that she'd only be there for a few hours, but at the hospital, her dad fell into a coma, and she asked if it was okay if her son stayed overnight with me, to which, of course, I said yes.
Bro, that sucks.
Got really escalated really quickly. The next evening when she came to pick him up, she was livid because he hadn't been bathed, although he was by no means filthy, just a little sweaty, maybe from the upset in his routine.
Wait, man's a little sweaty and
He's a little sweaty from the upset.
bro,
in his
I'm a
routine
little
potential.
sweaty, and John's not gonna be like, Sam, why aren't you taking a bath right now?
Bathe me!
I'm like, John, bathe me up. Where's my rubber ducky?
I want to be sudsy. If not sudsy in 5 minutes, we're over.
You won't like me when I'm not sudsy.
Next OKOP series, OKOP, but in a tub. And we're just in bed. That would actually be amazing.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be amazing. We're just like rubber ducky, like full of foam. Just
It would be funny? We would have to maybe do this at the end or something, but OKOP in the ice bath.
Yes.
Like reading a story while in the ice bath.
We can do that. Ideas we
That's
have.
That's an idea.
Now, here's the thing. Her son is autistic and terrified of showers. I did not have a bathtub at the time, and knowing his terror of showers, I'd babysat him before, and she had left instructions to fill the tub without him in the bathroom because that's how triggered he gets from it. I opted to clean him with baby wipes and a warm washcloth, to which he was cooperative with. Seems like a pretty reasonable compromise.
Fair.
She put him in his car seat and then returned to the house to say that I had messed up his bedtime routine, and she couldn't believe that I would send her son home dirty, and she thought I was a better friend than that.
What is this dirtiness? Like, all right, back in the good old day, you didn't take a shower for like a year. And your kids like played in the mud, shit themselves while they were putting shit on themselves. Come on.
Walking to school 5 miles with no shoes but the calluses on my toes.
Walking to school 5 miles uphill both ways.
I found a rabbit, killed it, and strapped it to my foot, and gosh darn it, those were my Nikes. Just do it. I just killed this rabbit for some shoes.
That's
Gosh
how the
darn
original child labor started.
Yeah, freaking making their own shoes. Side note, my grandpa he like grew up in the Depression and like hut and all this stuff, and he would eat squirrel brains like peanuts. He would say he would pop them in.
How many squirrel brains did he get?
A lot. I think he ate a lot of squirrel brains, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Kill the squirrel. The brain is kind of like the little treat you have. It's like the cherry on the milkshake. You start with that and then you.
I would never have thought that, bro.
Neither would I.
Bro, I'm just imagining like the like OP from the last story being like, "Oh my God, these squirrel brains! They're everywhere. He's a murderer. Call the police."
And my grandpa's just like, John, that's some
delicious.
good eating. She couldn't believe that I'd sent her son home dirty and thought I was a better friend than that, and I needed to be more sensitive to the needs of autistic kids. And she posted this rant on her social media once she arrived home. Put her on blast.
That's so
Crazy.
shitty.
Crazy. That's
so shitty,
That's a
bro.
lot.
That's a bad friend. If you want to talk bad
after
friend.
your friend watched your kid after you were in the hospital.
Be
I mean,
freaking grateful.
yeah, like ugh.
This ain't the Marriott. This is the
This is my house.
Than a Marriott. What's that? This ain't the Four Seasons.
Yeah, yeah. The Marriott is like, this isn't a 2.5-star hotel establishment. This isn't a Motel 6 with all the grandeur.
This is the Motel 6.
Now
I'm gonna start saying that, where
Yeah,
it's like, what do you expect? Motel 6?
Motel
We ain't
6?
starting some fancy establishment.
what do you want? Fresh soap in the wrapper?
What do you want? Cum stains not on your blanket?
This is luxury. Now, I thought our time together had gone well. He cried for about 15 minutes after the drop-off, but afterwards we watched his favorite show, ate a snack, and I put him to bed.
Yeah, it sounds great.
In the morning, he woke up asking for her, but no tears. Breakfast and lunch were eaten. We played some of his sign language games, cuddled with my cat, and then I wiped him as clean as I could. So, am I the a-hole? Should I have pressed a shower issue? I have admittedly very little experience with autism. He's the only person I know that has been diagnosed, and based on prior instructions, I feel I did the best I could in the circumstances.
All right, if you want, like, if you explicitly want a shower, then just ask for it. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's too much. Like
Yeah.
your friend offered, it's too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Like that's what the friend gets for doing them a favor.
Yeah.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. Eh.
Eh.